So after reading a lot of philosophy and non-fiction books, I thought I'd give fiction books a go. So I started off and read this guy here, White Nights by Dostoevsky, and I found it really fun to read fiction books. I never thought of like just giving them a go, sitting down and like reading through them because like, oh no, I'm not learning something. Ooh, or I'm not bettering myself. But I found them so entertaining. So good. This one is about a relationship between a man and a woman and how that plays out in their short like meeting of each other. I found that one super interesting. And like just the mannerisms of each of them, their desires, the emotions they go through. I found I could relate to it back in the day when I was a teenager and stuff like that. I found it super, super cool. This was a nice, easy read. And I heard lots of people saying it was a great book, so I gave it a go, and I would highly recommend. This is a great introduction to Dostoevsky. I loved it. White Nights was great. I don't want to give anything away, but like, great book, nice characters, easy to read. And then I thought, well, everybody was talking about this book. It's been around for ages. Everyone says it's amazing, and some people say it's the best book they've read. So I gave Stoner a read. And I thought this book, like, how do I explain it? Nothing happens in this book. It's a whole book about a guy's life from beginning to end. Like, that's, you know, that is what the book's about. But, like, nothing happens, and it's just so good. I don't understand why it's so good. It's just a great book. And like there's parts of the book where like years go past, and if you think about your own life and how like some days you just lose track of days or weeks or months, and like you end of the year you go, wow, that year went past, I didn't do much. The book is kind of like that. Like each chapter something might happen or not happen, and his mundane life of going through and becoming a lecturer at a university is just super interesting, and just how his life plays out and the choices he makes and his morals and decisions and the characters he meets and the people that influence his life. And there were parts in the book that I found super emotional. Some of them I found just like, oh man, and like the way it ended matched perfectly with the way it kind of plays out through the whole book. And the only part that I found really upsetting and almost brought me to tears was his relationship with his daughter, and and how her life throughout her life and his life was interesting. How she went about becoming who she was and how he became who he was. And there were parts of this book where I was super sad, and there was parts of the book where I was like pumping my fist going, yeah, like, oh, it was just really good. And I'm amazed at how much fiction has influenced me. So I think I'm going to start reading way more fiction. And I never thought I'd be a person who read fiction. I never thought it would influence how I thought and made decisions. But when I think about it, if you're reading philosophy, then it's not, it's such an easy step, should I say, to go into fiction. And non-fiction is great if you want to learn something. Like I've got a ton of non-fiction books there. After a while, it's just like, do I really need to learn another thing? Why can't I relax? Why can't I slow down? Why can't I enjoy the moment? Why can't I just entertain myself with a book? And it's interesting because and I read non-fiction quite a lot. I read a bit of philosophy, and I also love movies. And a book to me is totally a slow, beautiful movie where I can pick it up again. I can watch it whenever. If I'm waiting for someone for 5 minutes, if there's nothing to do right now, I can hold the book up and just get back into the book, get back into the movie, get back into the characters really easily. So yeah, I'm definitely doing that. And because of that, because I'm loving just picking up a book and reading it through, I decided, and again, great book, must read. Again, I decided I love physical books. I've done e-readers a bit, and the battery thing is annoying, but I've got this little guy, this little dude, this little e-reader that fits in my wallet. And the idea behind this one is if I have to go somewhere and I don't have time, or like I can't take a book with me, which is probably a lie right there. I could probably take a book with me wherever I go. But I've got Metamorphosis on here, and I'm slowly ticking through it when I have time, or like I'm waiting, or like those little increments between moments where you can't quite get engrossed in a huge book. I thought I'd read some small non-fiction, so on here I'm reading Metamorphosis, and I'm already halfway through, and it's a good, interesting book. But yeah, this is what I read this week, and I would put it up there. 9 out of 10, 4 out of 5, great book. And this is definitely a book where it would be a yes or a no. This is a book where you either love it or you hate it. You find it absolutely amazing or absolutely boring. I reckon it's one or the other. And I thought it was absolutely amazing. And I didn't okay, another thing is with nonfiction, with philosophy, you're annotating, you're having a conversation, you're thinking, you're learning, you're taking down moments, you're rebuttaling, you're having a discussion with the author, you are arguing, you're taking down your own thoughts on topics and ideas. And with fiction, the book is just taking you somewhere, and you're just letting it take you there, and you're just, every page you're just like, what's happening next, not rather than with when I normally read non-fiction and philosophy, I'm like, do I agree with that idea? Is that a good idea? Like, what are they trying to tell me? Like, all those kind of questions you keep asking yourself. But with fiction, the book is just taking you somewhere. So out of this book, I only annotated once, one line. I didn't annotate anymore. And with White Nights, I only annotated 2 lines. I didn't annotate anything else because I was just so engrossed in the book. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't challenging the book. I was just enjoying the journey it was taking me on. And I am definitely gonna become a fiction reader now. I am just so much fun. I like need some ideas of other good books. I've got a bunch here. I've got Little Life. I've got The Secret History. I've got The Brothers. I've got, oh my gosh, I've got so many books that I need to read now. And it has just opened the door on what I can read. And I highly recommend, if you're someone who reads non-fiction, who reads philosophy, try fiction. It might change you, it might not. You might pick up the perfect book and be like, oh my gosh. Because right now, I never thought of this, I feel like a reader now. I feel like someone who reads. I feel like someone who's an actual reader, who has a book with them all the time, who picks it up and walks with them everywhere, because I'm constantly enjoying it. And the slowing down effect of reading has just so good on my mental health. Like actually slowing down, knowing that I don't have to keep improving, keep doing something, keep learning, where I can just relax and enjoy my time here and slow down and enjoy a good story. And that's okay. There'll be no outcome apart from my own enjoyment, and it's totally fine. And I'm loving this. So yeah, I'm definitely become a fiction reader, and I actually now feel like I am a reader. I'm someone who reads. I love books, and it's changed my world. It's opened so many doors, and I highly recommend, if you're a non-fiction reader, if you're constantly trying to improve yourself, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to do nothing. It's okay to just enjoy something for the sake of enjoyment rather than for an outcome. And yeah, I highly recommend picking up fiction books. There's so many out there, and it's so much fun and so great. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and catch you guys in the next one.